Welcome. In this video, we'll be talking about linear regression. For a start, we will first look at scatter plots. And our data set is house price in rural New York. To start with, we'll first copy our price, which is our dependent variable. We'll copy it to a new worksheet entirely. Control C to copy. Then we'll come here, this plus sign, to paste on entirely new worksheet. So we'll go back to the original data set, then we'll copy the size. Let's use size as our independent variable for the simple linear regression you want to run. So we'll copy the size, also copy size, that's the size of the house. Then we'll copy to the new worksheet, we'll copy it here. Now we can now run our scatter plot on these two variables. To run the scatter plot, we'll highlight the two variables from the beginning of the row to the end of the row. So we'll click on insert, then we'll click let's drag this a little bit up. So we'll click on the chart type we want, which is the scatter plot. We'll click on chart type, then this plus sign that we are seeing here, we'll click on it. We'll uncheck the grid lines. So we have our green lines left the chart already. So we'll click on chart axis title. Then we can now format each of the title one after the other by double clicking on it and editing it appropriately. So the chart title is let's say scatter plot of price against size in rural New York. So the y-axis is the price, the y-axis is the price, and the price is in dollars. Then the x-axis is the size of the house, and we have size of the house in square feet. So that's that about the scatter plot. So now we can now run the simple linear regression on these two data sets, because from the scatter plots we can see, actually I've explained in the Word document, that there is a positive linear relationship between house price and size, which means that increase in house sizes also increases the price of the house. So we can now run our simple linear regression on the data set now, on the two variables. So you click on data, you come to your data analysis, you on this dialog box you ensure that you scroll down till you get to regression. Then when you get to regression, you click on regression, then you click OK. So it will bring this dialog box. Then you can cancel every other things you have here before. You can cancel everything. So the dialog box is asking us of our input y range. So the input y range, the input y range is our price, which is a dependent variable. So we'll click and we'll drag it down. To the last part. Okay, so we have that. So our input x range is our size, the size of the houses. So we'll click on it also, then we'll drag it down. So that's that about that. So you click the label. The label that is actually specifying that the first row of the two variables are the variable names. So it's actually the label for each of the variables. So the confidence interval will also be checked, which will help us in computing the coefficients in the data set, in the confidence interval of the coefficient. So we want to specify where our output will be displayed, so we'll click on the output range first. When you click on this, then you can check the box. So after you check the box, you can cancel it because you've done that before. So you click on where you want your output to be displayed, which is cell D2 downwards. So you can click OK, then your output will be displayed. I've explained these outputs in the Word document, which is also attached to this lecture, so you can adjust the cells so that you can see everything by just clicking twice on each of the column like that. So we'll now run multiple linear regression. To run multiple linear regression, we will come here, we'll click on data, you go to data analysis, then you find your way to regression, then you click OK. So from the regression, you can cancel all this, cancel this too. Okay, so your input y range will not change. For the multiple regression, it will still be price. So you drag it down to the last part, then the inputs x range are the other variables. So unlike the simple linear regression, you click the bets up to the last independent variable, then you drag it down to the last part. So you've dragged it down, then you click on the label, the confidence level, so as to compute the coefficient, coefficient confidence interval. Then you click on the output range, that is, we want our output to be displayed on those worksheets. Okay, so where we want our output to be displayed, so you come here, you can click here so that the output will be displayed from there. So you click OK. Okay, so our output has also come up. So this is the results for the multiple linear regression. Also, I have interpreted it on the Word document, some of the estimates we have here. Thank you for